Good morning. This is Grand Thumb Farms here on Maizy Lou Farms doing the 0 to Hero challenge. I got up early and decided to see if I could break my truck in or ruin my suspension, and also test to see if I could sell some grape juice at this little stand here. And of course I can't. Oh, maybe I'm just not hitting the trigger. Maybe that's it. Try that again. I don't know why that one grape juice sold. See if I can just push it off here. Whoa! Nope. Let's try again. There we go. I don't know how much it was, but I'll take it. I'm gonna run up to the warehouse and sell this wood, and then we'll get going for real. The last turn I made going to the little stand there, I just about tipped over. Fortunately, I had the wherewithal to hang on tight. Whoa. This morning I plan to start some cultivating, and I believe that I can plant my sugar beets and oats today. Yes, sugar beets and oats go in the ground today. I thought about trying to figure out some good math to make sure that I utilized my fields in the best way possible, but I just hadn't got around to it. But I am going to try to rotate the crops up a little bit. I'm going to sneak in the back here. It's so early in the morning. All right, 53 or 4,000. Very good. That's a good way to start the day. I'm gonna head back, and I may pick up some other goods this morning at the flower shop and the toy factory if there's any there. And we'll catch up with you in just a little bit. There's a whole lot of babies and not a whole lot of mamas out there this morning. That's very strange. The truck's all loaded up. I'm gonna run up to the farmer's market, and I don't know who thought putting casters on something that needed to be delivered. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Okay, headed to the farmer's market. Another $225,000. That'll work. That's some fancy flowers there. A couple of things. First off, it's not very easy to park trailers in tight spaces if you got big old duals on the back. I about got myself completely stuck. So there's that. And also, parsnips is what I grow here, not sugar beets. And parsnips are planted, they're planted starting next month for a few months. And it seems like I planted them later in the year so that harvest time wouldn't be so difficult. So I'm going to have to look at the harvest schedule again to make sure when I want to plant them. I can prepare the field, but I don't need to plant them just yet. And so here I go again, trying to get this big old fat trailer or fat tractor in this tight spot. And it's much easier to back this up if you're in the tractor. but swinging it around on camera is sometimes a little bit tough for those that are watching and not knowing what I'm doing. Okay, we're about 12,000 short on the slurry at the BGA. So I'm going to top it off. I think. Yes. Almost nailed it. That one big field that's near all our other fields in what I consider the medium-sized fields, generally speaking, the pig farm fields, it's been planted in spinach, and to rent or lease a spinach harvester, it's about $32,000, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It'll be something different, and it'll give me something else to do besides our normal crops. I think almost nailed it. I think it needs to be weeded. Let me go ahead and purchase that piece of property since we made 220 or 275,000 this morning anyway. So I'll buy it for $390 and then purchase the soil information. And that's one of our best fields yet. It needs nitrogen and it needs lime. I thought it said it had weeds. Yes. I don't know why it's not showing weeds. It needs to be hoed. So there's some work to be done in that field. And I can do some of it. I'll get the cultivating started. I think that I'm going to grow oats in these three fields. I'll grow corn in these three, and then I'll grow soybeans in these three. And I'm going to put some silos in so I can get the ratios correct when I put the product in the pig feed maker. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna get this dolly put away first of all. Here we go again. It's easier to back up if you're watching. Just like that. I know that it needs lime, and I don't think it's in its first growth stage. I think it was just planted. So I'm going to go ahead and send this guy over to lime it. Oh, I picked up some of Fashion on my way over here this morning, and my truck is filthy and it's out of fuel. Need to take care of my stuff, but I do get to use my new lime silo. It still doesn't look good coming from this side though. And I don't think I can buy it here. I think I have to buy it at the shop and dump it, which is fine. I do want to go over and look at this field, so let's make a quick jaunt over there. It says a yield potential of 80%. Maybe that's just in this area. I think this part of the field was no good. A pretty big field. All right, we got this going. I'm gonna head back over to the yard and get Big Bud. It's a beast. So the other field that I was talking about buying is this plot of land that's right here in front of me. I was going to carve out kind of a driveway and clear out some trees in the middle and make a little homestead back there. We'll have to see how that goes. Grab the disc harrow. We'll head over to the field and do this fun cultivating. I was moving the auger wagon around earlier because in between episodes I worked on some of the auto drive stuff, so hopefully the harvest will go smoothly this year. I don't know if it will or not. I suppose I thought about joining those fields up here. That's actually quite a bit of real estate in between these two fields, and it doesn't go anywhere, but I did not decide to do it. And I think I'm going to want to start on the other end just so that I end up on this end. I looked at that map wrong. I thought the lines were going the other way. That field needs to be cultivated as well because of it's hoed. Fell out of my tractor. All right, we'll get this going, and hopefully there's enough lime in the bucket to get him through that field, or her. If not, then I'll trade off and I'll do some liming. very pleased that I have this big old disc harrow. That would take forever if I didn't. And the lime didn't get very far. So I'm going to let a worker take over here. And I'll go pick up some more lime and finish that field off. I think I'm going to buy a bunch of lime and put it in the silo. While I get this set up, I'll have somebody come pick up whatever's left here and take it to the silo. I guess Walter never did lime his field. My goodness, it's using a lot of lime. I like this little tractor though. I really like the inside. That sunroof is very nice. The sad thing is though, I'm starting to look for that feature in every tractor that I purchase. Well, I guess it won't hurt to buy even more lime. I'm sure going through it. I'm gonna send this guy over to the field and then I'm gonna go dump the lime into the silo. He's got to go to the little market dump. Except I'm blocking him, so I gotta get out of his way. I'll buy some more lime while I'm here. I imagine I'll have to come back a couple of times before that field's finished. I need to go over to the parsnip field too to make sure that that field is the way I want it to look. I can't remember if there was any extra plowing that I needed to do. I think I need to plant grass. Speaking of grass, I just found out got 70 some odd bales of hay to bring in today. Round bales. I'm glad we don't do the little square bales. This is going to be a heavy trailer for sure. I'm going to send him back to the pig farm and I'll finish that liming. Actually, what I'm going to do is get the worker to finish this field. Hopefully they'll be able to pick up right here where I left off. Looks like it. That way I can get the planter ready to put the oats in the field. Let's see how I do. Line it up to this trigger here. Got hogs everywhere, my goodness. Inside and outside. Guess I can do a better job than that. There we go. I think this will be the last season that we'll plant this field here, because I think I'm going to put silos and possibly another shed in over here. Did it fill up? I didn't realize it was only 36,000. Well, that's no good. I wonder if there's larger capacities. I just missed it. I don't even know if I have enough seed. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with this. Horsepower on the tractor, 300 horsepower. It'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna get the seed and the fertilizer in. A lot of partial pallets of seeds. And I don't even know how much this tractor or this seeder holds. 3,000. I don't know that I have any more. Oh, I have one more. I'll go ahead and pull it out just because. Okay, now we're full up. Let's go put some oats in the ground. I need to remember to turn on my sensors. Crop sensors are on. I guess they're going the same way. Need to check to see if that helper's still throwing lime. Looks like it. It doesn't look like we're going to use much nitrogen. I have oats selected. And here we go. I'm gonna let a worker finish this because the worker I have working on the lime needs a lot of babysitting. Although they are almost done. I need to get the big bud back to the yard. And get a roller. I think I'm going to put the big case on the roller to roll that field that we're planting now. It looks like there's a couple of spots missed. The very edge of the field is not that big of a deal. The spots in the middle are going to bug me. But as long as I'm driving by it, I don't see any other spots, so hopefully there aren't any. Frozen lime. I never would have guessed that the liming would take this long. And it says it has weeds growing. I suppose I could put liquid herbicide on it. I would feel better about that. I don't like to do the preemptive hoeing. I've only got one lap to make around the headland, and it seems like there's a new sound when you hit the assisted steering. I wonder if that's an update with the latest patch or if it's a glitch. I didn't read the patch notes. Well, I guess I did read the patch notes, but I don't remember seeing that. I got a little bit worried that we weren't going to be able to make it. That was a lot of lime. Oh, there's a government worker. Maybe he'll let me out. Look at here. That's a nice fella. Okay, let's see if we can load up this silo. Everybody's tank's getting empty. I guess I'm finally at the point that I've got large fields. I wonder if the seeds are empty or if the fertilizer's empty. I need to send this guy up to the shop. I think I still have some lime there. I do. You go to the shop. Well, let's not get caught in traffic. Okay. He's gonna go to the shop. Probably looks like he's gonna take the long way. I need some more seeds. I really need to work on my auto drive. I must have missed something coming out of the yard. At least he turned there and didn't go through the yard again. Let's see if I have any more seeds in here. I do. That's all the seeds. And I don't know that that's going to be enough to get through the second field and the one that we're working on. And I'm out of solid fertilizer too. At least Big Bud got back to where he was supposed to be. Corn and soybeans go in April, and I can plant the parsnips in May or June. And if I have to harvest them in November, that'll be okay. October is harvest time for corn and soybeans. When does the spinach harvest? Oh, lots of days. So there's no stress there. I'm not under the gun as bad as I thought I was. I believe I'll get the oats in today, and then the second half of March I can roll and take care of the spinach field. I'm saying spinach, I think it's spinach, but this will take me a while longer, and I'm gonna have to shuttle some seeds and fertilizer and think about whether or not I want to put a silo in. And if I do put a silo in, I can use that other shed for equipment, not the straw barn, but the little shed. I do appreciate you coming by and spending some of your time with me here today. Thank you. And I hope you see me in the next one. Have a good day.